now resume listening to the waves.
Hello, my name is Marcus, and today I want to explain resynthesis and the vocoder from Icarus.
You gotta move your feet. You gotta move your feet. You gotta move your feet. You gotta move your feet.
Gotta get into the groove. 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 Gotta get into the groove.
Conventional vocoders are very difficult to use since you need two signals for the sound generation. On the one hand, you got a vocal sample which acts as a modulator, and then you need a carrier signal like a sawtooth or a chord. And the vocoder itself creates the sounds from those two sources. In Icarus, we have taken care of this, and this vocoder is very easy to use since you don't need any input signal to play with it. All you need is to click on the vocoder button and then select one of the vocoder modes and pick a sample with speech. I will first play the original speech sample here. Tone2 synthesizers. So I'm really not a talented singer, and now we'll pick this sample and use the vocoder with it.
Tone2 synthesizers.
And you notice that the pitch information from the previous sample, Tone2 synthesizers, this pitch information gets lost during the vocoding process.
Tone2 synthesizers.
But the advantage here is that I cannot only play it with a single pitch, I can play melodies with this sound now.
Tone2 synthesizers.
Also, I can change the speed, the playback speed of this vocoder sound by changing the speed on the LFO.
Tone2 synthesizers.
I also can play chords.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
Or I can make it play backward by changing the direction of the LFO to a sawtooth which goes downwards. Or make it play forward and backward by changing a triangle wave.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
When you click on the vocoder button, there are a couple of different modes that you can select from. The first one, the Polyclassic one, is a default vocoder.
Tone2 synthesizers.
It uses a sawtooth as a carrier wave. Then we got a mode which is called Robo-Stack. This mode is inspired by the famous vocoders from the 90s, which were used in those freestyle dance records.
synthesizers.
Then we got a mode with this, which is called Breathy.
Tone2 synthesizers.
It has a very silky sound. Then we got the mode called Hollow.
Tone2 synthesizers.
And a mode which is called Noise. It gives the sound like whispering.
Tone2 synthesizers.
And then we got the mode which is called Solo Singer.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
Now I want to show you some tips and tricks how you can enhance vocoder sounds. The first one, which is an interesting parameter, is the morph here. We'll first play the sound in the original way.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
And now I want to change the morph. In this case, when you selected vocoder as play mode, morph changes the formant frequency.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
Then another interesting parameter is here. You could select HyperStereo for playback to add stereo to the sound.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
You can stack.
Tone2 synthesizers.
You can select automatic chords.
Tone2 synthesizers.
Fifth,
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
or add effects to the sound.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.
Or a delay.
Tone2 synthesizers. Tone2 synthesizers.